20 seconds of unboxing. We've got an accessory case, a dust cover, instruction manual, guarantee, the unit itself. Right, before we get into having a look, seeing what this unit is capable of doing, I'll explain what functions the AFERY power station has to offer. We will turn it on first of all by pressing the power button for a couple of seconds, releasing, and the unit comes on. We're at 100% charge. We'll demo the light first of all. Press the light button once, you get a torch. Press it again, you get the SOS function. Press again, you get the strobe function, and again to turn it off. We've got two USB-A quick charge 3.0 ports, and we have three USB-C PD20, PD20 and a PD100. Now the PD stands for power delivery. If I was charging up my 3 drone batteries all in the docking station, I would use the PD100 port to get maximum charge into those batteries. And of course over this side we've got the standard accessory socket, otherwise known as cigarette lighter socket. And on one end of the power station we've got the 800 watt pure sine wave inverter. Of course, being in the UK, it's a standard 3-pin plug. It's an 800 watt pure sine wave inverter with a 1600 watt surge. And to turn it on, just press that button, and again to turn it off. And on the opposite end, we've got the XT60 plug socket. Now if you use the supplied XT60 to MC4 connectors, the supplied lead would plug into that, and then the MC4 connectors would go into your solar panels. And this is very much a standard plug used in the UK, and I'm glad to see that on this unit, as certain other power stations use their own type of plug. So if you damage or lose your plug, your cable, you're then tied into having to buy their accessories, whereas these can be pretty much purchased from any electrical store. And on the back we've got a few details about what's on the unit, so feel free to pause if you want to read those, but it's basically what I've just told you anyway. I'm about to charge up a mobile phone, and I've plugged it into the PD100 port into the phone from a USB-C to USB-C lead. Let's switch it on and see what it says on the phone. Super fast charging, 43 minutes until full. So we're now plugged into a USB port, a QC 3.0 port, into the phone. Watch what happens now when I switch it on. The charge rate, fast charging, 53 minutes until full. We're now in a PD 20 watt port, into the phone, switch it on, and we are fast charging. Okay, so first test for the AFERY power station is we're going to make a stew in the electric pressure cooker. We will use a beef brisket joint, let that defrost, and then we'll crack on. Let's open the fan, let out the steam. Now of course, if we had a power outage, then one of my priorities would be to try and save all the food that's in the fridge and the freezer, as long as this little unit is capable of running it. Make sure we press the on button on the side. There we go. So I would assume or not I would assume, I know now that that output will fluctuate greatly depending on whether the compressor comes on the fridge, whether I open up doors and the lights come on, see. So that of course will affect the running time of this power station. See, it's fluctuating greatly, but it's running it. Okay, so we are at an hour and a half or just over. One of the compressors on the fridge has come on. It's consuming 211 watts and it's saying we have 97 minutes of use out of this, but when that compressor goes off, then that will go up to say 4 hours or so. Right, well, it's been a little over 2.5 hours now and the compressor is not on the fridge. You can see it's consuming 4 watts and the time has gone up to 16 hours. I would say that's pretty much it for this test. On to the next one. Right, well, I'm going to put the scooter on charge now. It's a little over halfway charged. I was planning on just keep riding this thing around until it was dead, but it's absolutely freezing, man. I forgot my gloves and my hands are getting locked like that. Anyway, let's get this on charge. So we've got the AFERY power station fully charged. Power it on. Turn that on. So we're charging at 70 watts and at its current rate of charge it's saying we've got about 5 hours left in the battery or in the AFERY power station. So we've got another great use for the AFERY power station. Even as small as this unit is capable of so far cooking me a meal in our small electric pressure cooker. It's run my large American style fridge. I've put my scooter on charge. The next test, the battery on this van is absolutely knackered, but I'm not buying a new one because the van's going to be sitting here for a little while because I've got a little bit more work I want to do on the van. But I've got a short journey coming up that I've got to do, but it has to be done in this van. Now if I use the jump starter, by the time I get to my destination, the vehicle battery is not going to be charged enough to then start it when I'm at my destination. Yes, I can use the jump starter again, but what I've decided to do instead is throw the battery charger into the power station and I will leave this fast charging for a few hours. Then I should be able to get in this van, drive off, and at my destination be able to start it up again without the use of a jump starter. So let's see how we get on. Woo. Right, so myself and Mally have come away for a couple of days. We're in our self-build camper van, which is an ex-prison van, but whilst we've been away I've been doing a bit of work on the van. Put new cameras up, I've put the new monitor in place, and whilst we're away we're using the AFERY power station, but I've also knackered, as in depleted, a few of my Makita 18 volt work batteries. But everything I use all uses these batteries. Like I say, 3 of them are dead now, but thanks to the AFERY power station I'm going to be able to charge these up using the 240 volt mains charger. Forgive the shadows, sorry, it's the lighting in here. It is night time. So we've got the Makita 240 volt charger plugged into the pure sine wave inverter that is in this unit. So right, that's charging up, but also my laptop needs charging up. Now normally this is the MacBook Pro, the 16-inch version. Normally you would have to use this brick, but I'm using the PD100 port, so it's a USB-C port going directly to the laptop. Far more efficient than using this to charge up your laptop when you're on the go. Right, so what comes in the accessory bag? We have, of course, the mains 240 volt power charging lead. It's a very, very thick, good quality lead as well. I mean, far thicker than like our air fryer, which is nearly 2000 watts, and that lead is half as thick as this. So anyway, a good quality power lead. Now this is the XT60 connector with the MC4 connectors on the end of it. Get about roughly 12 to 14 inches of power cable. So that would go into the unit, and the MC4 connectors go onto your solar panels. So what is not supplied with this unit is a way to charge this up whilst you're driving, i.e. being able to plug into the power station and maybe use a cigarette lighter adapter so you can charge whilst you're on the go. That is not supplied with this. It is an optional extra, but it is basically an XT60 plug, a bit of power cable, and on the end of it you've got your cigarette lighter adapter. You can purchase them off of AFERY's website for around £20, give or take. So guys, that's pretty much it. If you check out the description, at the time of releasing this video, there may be some sort of special offer going on where you can save yourselves a great deal of money if you was to purchase this item. The links to AFERY's website will also be listed in the description, and places that you can purchase this item. I do highly recommend this little unit, whether you're a prepper or just to have it as an emergency backup at home. There's a place for this type of product pretty much for everybody. So guys, if you've got any questions, please feel free to ask them in the comments, but do check out AFERY's website. They do have these units which are considerably bigger, but I myself, without a shadow of a doubt, would definitely consider going for the bigger option in this unit. So that's pretty much it. Everybody stay safe, go check out AFERY's website, and I will catch you in the next video.